As I continue to observe the same unstable cast members featured in the 90 Day Fiance franchise, I am becoming more and more aware of the reasons why they are receiving airtime. I have discovered the reason why the same potentially explosive cast members of 90 Day Fiance continue to receive broadcast time. My knowledge of all of the cast members and their ongoing circumstances, both on and off screen, is extensive because I am a devoted fan of the show 90 Day Fiance. It was on TLC that the original show of the franchise made its debut in 2014, and the first spin-off of the franchise, titled Happily Ever After, was released in 2016. The subsequent extension, published in 2017, was titled Before the 90 Days, and it was followed by The Other Way in 2019. The foundation of the network is comprised of these 4 shows, and it is from these shows that the majority of the new cast members originate. The 90 Day Fiance series has expanded to include additional successful spin-offs, such as 90 Day, The Single Life, 90 Day, The Last Resort, and 90 Day Fiance, Love in Paradise, which was earlier known as Love in Paradise, The Caribbean, and 90 Day Story. A great number of memorable cast members have entered the arena over the course of the past decade. Nevertheless, not all of them have been respectable individuals. I believe there is more to it than just the fact that certain cast members continue to receive airtime due to their telegenic traits. The franchise has the power of reality TV stars, and I am becoming aware of the manner in which the contentious former members of the network continue to appear. One of the reasons that 90 Day Fiancé has become such a successful franchise is because of the renowned actors and actresses that they have hired in the series and who have revealed the stories of their romantic adventures. Among all of them, Angela Deem is potentially the most well-known name. During the second season of Before the 90 Days, which aired in 2018, the Mima, who is now 59 years old, made her debut on the network. She traveled to Nigeria to encounter Michael Alsanmi, who was her boyfriend at the time, for the very first time in person. In the time that has passed since then, Angela and Michael have tied the knot. Michael has arrived in the United States, and Michael has abandoned Angela. What I find most remarkable about Angela's recurrent appearances in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise is the fact that her demeanor and conduct are so uncensored and explosive. She has slighted Michael, verbally abused him, berated him, and controlled his finances over the course of several years. She has also emasculated him. In her life outside of the show, she has committed a number of heinous offenses against Michael, giving her the right to be considered the most volatile cast member in the history of the show. Despite this, the franchise continues to support her poor behavior. Big Ed is yet another cast member from the show 90 Day Fiancé, who has been known to engage in horrifying activities and to be a problematic partner to his previous partners. During the time that Big Ed was with Rosemary Vega, his ex-girlfriend, he convinced her that her breath smelt bad and encouraged her to shave her legs. All the while he concealed the fact that he had a vasectomy from her. He broke up with his ex-fiancée, Liz Woods, 15 times, accused her of being a homosexual, yelled at her over the phone in a dominating and poisonous manner, told her that she needed to lose weight, and he also told her that she needed to lose weight. I am aware that he is facing claims of sexual assault and misconduct, but I will not discuss them in public. The fact that Jasmine Pinda continues to receive a platform on 90 Day Fiancé, despite the fact that I consider her to be quite combustible, confirms my opinion. She can become outraged at the drop of a hat. She gaslights her husband Gino, she is accused of cheating on Gino, she abandoned her children in Panama, and she manipulates the majority of events to her own benefit. The 90 Day Fiancé network, on the other hand, has repeatedly highlighted her in various capacities. The cast members of 90 Day Fiancé, including Angela, Big Ed, and Jasmine, as well as other cast members such as Natalie Mordov-Siva, Paul Stihel, and Darcy Silva, have all been provided with ongoing platforms to preserve their celebrity status despite the fact that they have been criticized for their problematic natures. It makes sense to keep these cast members on the various shows, despite the fact that I do not agree with the values they uphold and the manner in which they conduct themselves. It is my opinion that they serve a function, which is to create drama. Yet, this is the factor that causes reality television to become overtly fascinating. Keeping these kinds of volatile people around the franchise year after year results in scenarios that cause off-the-hook moments, absurd spats, and other problems that are difficult to control. I am aware that the 90 Day Fiancé network depends on certain individuals to ratchet up the intensity of the drama that occurs during each season. The inclusion of these kinds of cast members increases the likelihood of more amusing situations occurring. From a personal standpoint, I find it more enjoyable to follow the experiences of new cast members, and I dislike it when bad behavior is rewarded. The fact that Angela, Big Ed, Jasmine, and other similar individuals have played out their storylines and behaved in a predictable manner is something that I do not enjoy watching, but I am aware that they are now enormous reality TV personalities, and they do attract a larger audience to the shows that they are on. Despite the fact that I may not enjoy watching these criminals on my favorite show, I can understand how it is beneficial to the series as a whole through their presence. The fact that these troublesome people are included on the show has the opposite effect, which is that fans like myself have the impression that the value of the show is lessened. All of the time and space on the show is taken up by these problematic cast members, rather than emphasizing new faces and the international love stories of additional couples. It was strange to me to continue following Big Ed's love tale, because he was not even in a foreign relationship with Liz at the time, for the sake of the franchise. I believe it would be more beneficial to choose to follow characters that are less problematic and who have a greater relevance to the premise of the program. In addition, there are a large number of cast members who are both fun and valuable, such as Debbie Agro, Jovi Dufresne and Yara Zaya, Mike Youngquist, Tiger Lily Taylor, and Adnan Abdiafatah. They are the kind of actors who would be more deserving of continued screen time, in my opinion. The more than 90-day Fiance series continues to propagate people that are nasty and questionable on the many spin-offs, the less I love the seasons that they are on. This is something that I have seen. To summarize, the 90-Day Fiancé franchise has a place for volatile cast members such as Angela, Big Ed and Jasmine, and it is highly unlikely that this will change in the foreseeable future because these characters are beneficial to viewing. On the other hand, I believe that the network would be better off if it had a more diverse cast of characters whose stories are extended. I can see how keeping people who are seen poorly around serves a purpose, but I also don't think it's a good look when there are more people who are deserving of the spotlight and who might give a variety of various sorts of drama.